Head back to the missing daughter and murdered mother trial for defendant Jose Morales. We're going to pick it up with a police interview done with the defendant.
Can you use the bathroom again? No, you good. Unless you're gonna take this, so. Unless you're gonna take this. Can you second? Yeah. I'm bringing you a bottle of water. Thank you.
Now, Detective Froelich, I'm seeing the date December the 3rd of 2019. Was that the date of this interview?
Yes.
I'm also seeing a marking 054231, at least on the screen now. Can you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what the significance of that is?
Well, that would be the recorded time of the interview, but I'm not 100% sure if that's the correct time.
Okay.
I didn't verify that.
Well, do you know, you indicated you arrived at 105 First Avenue at what time approximately?
Approximately like 3:45 in the morning.
And
on the 3rd.
How long were you there for before leaving?
I'm not sure, maybe 20 minutes, half hour. I'm
Okay.
speculating at that time.
And then it took you how long to get back to the Ansonia Police Department?
30 to 35 minutes.
Okay. So is it fair to say that at least from the time that you arrived at Ansonia to the time you got back, that was at least over an hour?
Yes.
So, are we safe to say that this is sometime at least after 5 a.m. in the morning?
Probably.
All right.
Officer,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me loud, please?
Pictures or something?
Yeah, can you take some? Yeah.
So where'd you grow up, in New Haven?
Yeah.
Well, you
Well, in 1989, we came to the United States. We went to the session. We did the session. We were ago, for a year or 2 years, I think. Then we moved into Vegas. And then I grew up there. That's where I grew up.
So where'd you go to college? You live with your uncle, you said first?
At first, yeah, my mother and my brother were over. And my brother,
How old was your brother when he passed? Young?
yeah, he was, like 33.
Really?
Yeah. So, we came over here to the kids, right over that my uncle lived here in the United States. We lived in Puerto Rico. He went to Puerto Rico to visit, and my cousins were telling us about snow. It's coming from the sky, I can't believe it. We're like, no. So, we started bugging my father, my real father. Can we go to this? He said, okay. So we ended up making a trip here to visit in winter time to see the stars and like that. So we came to visit the Cheshire Mall. And this is how it was by my cousins. And we stood there. So when we were there, my father was abusive, very abusive. So when we were there, I'm talking about when we were there, he got into a fight with my mother. So my uncle didn't appreciate that. So my father and my uncle got into an argument. So my father says, take me to the airport, take me to the airport. My uncle said, I'll take you to the airport. My father says that to go away, right? My mom and us, we were supposed to go back to stay. So my uncle, my aunt, they was going, man, no, you don't have to go through that. Because in Puerto Rico, those are different. In Puerto Rico, you can keep your life. The police come and go to do nothing. You know what I mean? So the police is it's a machismo kind of country. Women really don't need that. But not these days. That was back then.
Yeah.
I don't think, not right now, we feel like another state.
Yeah.
You know, it's like right now it's the same, but it's still it's not as spring with the law that America. America is 100%, you know, quality, things like that. Over there, man gets to get rid of more stuff. So
So you guys stay here?
yeah, we stay here.
And he went back?
He went back, we stay here, and we never went back.
Yeah.
We stay here. So we stayed at my uncle in shelter for a while. And then, I guess he helped my mother out or whatever, how to get to state and stuff like that. So we moved into New Haven. Over here.
How do you like growing up in New Haven?
I think.
Yeah.
If we stayed in shelter, my life would have turned out better. I think. I'm like, little tired, buddy.
Yeah. You should be tired too.
Yeah. But I mean, a few hours, I went to sleep around 9.
You did?
Yeah. Me and my son, we were watching TV, we were watching The Arrow. So we were watching the show, then my son said, Papi, I'm passing out. They have Italian. The mother's Italian.
Can they speak Italian?
No.
Wow.
English and a little Spanish.
You not teaching us Spanish?
Well, they understand 100% Spanish.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to speak it. If you really don't speak it. But they'll be like, if I speak to them in Spanish, they understand.
Now, Lieutenant Froelich, can you tell us who is the gentleman that just entered the room?
Detective Adcox.
And was he part of taking the statement with you and Mr. Morales?
Yes.
Jose, what's your last name? Morales? Yeah. What's your date of birth? 11/12/1976.
Even though the door is kind of closed, you're free to leave. We brought you here to talk to you. Just stay here.
I'm free to leave. Well, wait a minute. While I'm going to leave home?
No, you're right.
I
I'm just saying you're not like home captain here. I'm not like you're
So
not.
why I came here for?
To talk to you.
About what?
We're trying to find Christina and your kid.
All right, well, that's exactly what I've been trying to call her too.
Okay.
All right,
All right. So good.
we're on the same page.
Okay, good. I'd rather have it that way. When's the last time you talked to her?
I talked to her, I think it was Monday morning, when she was going over.
That was yesterday. Okay. About what time?
Early in the morning.
Okay. So that was talking on the phone or in person?
Yes,
On the phone. Did she say anything? Was there a problem? Was there any kind of issue? No argument?
No.
Did you hear anything in the background? She didn't sound like she was having any problems? Did she sound different than your normal conversations?
Well, it was super fast. It's like she couldn't get on the phone. That kind of got me like she don't want to stay on the phone. Like I called her, she don't want to stay on the phone. I don't.
But just giving you short answers and trying to.
I probably spoke to her for less than a minute. Probably quit.
That's not normal.
That's not normal. Well, it is because sometimes we for a while, sometimes it was early in the morning and stuff.
Okay. Did you stay over there this weekend?
No.
You didn't stay over there this weekend? Do you normally stay over there during the weekend?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Not normally, but sometimes I stay over.
All right. So when's the last time you saw her in person?
Friday,
Where was that?
at my house.
At your-
Where you pick me up,
She was there?
yeah.
Okay, with Vanessa?
Yeah,
Okay. So so it was Friday, you were with her
yes.
and Vanessa.
She came over to our house.
She came to visit you,
Yeah.
so she drove?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Thanksgiving Eve,
It's Thursday.
Thursday,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Eve, she came over and she slept over my house. Her and Vanessa.
She slipped over, okay?
Wednesday, wait up, let me get that right. Wednesday, after work, Wednesday, she got out of work around 3. She had an early day.
So Wednesday, out at 3.
Yeah, so I said to her, pack a lot of stuff and come over because I want to say we can stay over
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving holiday, whatever, so to spend Thanksgiving. So she came over with Vanessa from work, ready for work. She packed the car, she came over with Vanessa ready for work. And she slept over.
So Wednesday night, she slept over.
Yeah.
So Thursday,
She
she hangs
slept
out.
over too.
She hangs out with you guys Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then when does she leave?
Friday.
So she slept over again.
She slept over until Friday day, not from Friday to Saturday.
Right.
From Thursday to Friday.
So Wednesday to Thursday, Thursday to Friday.
Exactly.
And then when did she leave on Friday?
I'm not sure. Somewhere in the afternoon around 6, I think.
So at night, evening, like around dinner time?
Yeah.
All right. Did she leave by herself?
Yeah. With Vanessa.
With Vanessa.
Yeah.
And you're assuming she went home?
Exactly. I assume, yeah. Or you know, because you
I don't know where she goes. Where she goes. Did she go any-
All right, a little difficult to hear, like they always are. These police interviews, they're very valuable. Of course, the jury typically has a transcript, so they're getting more out of it. And the gist of this one is he's having trouble answering basic questions, A, and then he starts to tell different stories, B. We see that a lot. Doesn't remember exactly this or that. He would later say he was over at his buddy Hector's house for a bit, then he was on PCP. He's got a lot of stories to tell. Wendy Patrick is here with us in studio. You're a prosecutor. You can see right through these types of people. What do you see here?
I'm sensing a little bit of skepticism from you, first of all, as to whether or not we can rely on what this suspect is saying. But we don't really need to understand all of the words to get really a sense of his demeanor. And that's important. That matters to a jury as well. You know, it's one thing to be interviewed after you become a suspect and people respond differently to that sort of spotlight being on you. This is not a good look. And the jury's is no doubt whether or not they can hear every word he says. It's going to be taken apart, pulled apart, and as you just said, it's going to be compared and contrasted with other statements. This isn't the type of thing you would forget. And that's going to be an important point in the jury room. They're going to be talking about, wouldn't you think that everything would be fresh in your mind when you're being accused of murder and talked about something so serious? So I think that's important. I also have to say his body language speaks volumes. We note that sometimes it looks a little bit defensive. He's closed. You almost can't tell where his hands are. Leaning back, it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah, he's got his hands in his hoodie pocket there. Investigators have already found her body, but they're not telling him that. They're saying, we're just trying to find her. Come on, answer some questions.
Right.
He knows, likely, if he's guilty, where that body is.
Right.
I mean, his head must be spinning because he's like, well, you really didn't find her in the bathtub?
You bring up the great point of cognitive load. When anybody in that position is thinking so hard, it often results in decreased body movements. People think, oh, they're going to fidget, they're going to be shaking their foot around, but actually, every bit of brain cell they have is going to be spent trying to think about what are you going to say next. So you'll notice he barely moves during this interview. Now, obviously, you get proof beyond a reasonable doubt, innocent until proven guilty, but that's probably something that the jurors are noticing as they watch him sort of stumble through the answers he's giving.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a break. We'll head back into the courtroom for more of the case against Jose Morales in the state of Connecticut. Stay with us.
Wednesday cult mom is now lawyer Lori.
She's representing herself.
On charges of conspiring to murder her fourth husband.
She said, I can murder you now.
The Cult Mom Conspiracy Trial. Live coverage today, only on Court TV.
The NWSL is on ION. Barbara Banda and the Pride battle the Spirit.
Take it in the box!
Then Lola Bonta and the Current take on the Dash.
What a strike!
Coverage starts Saturday at 5 p.m.
ION, it's on.
I'm Kelly Craft in Phoenix, Arizona, covering the Cult Mom Conspiracy Trial. You're watching Court TV, your front row seat to justice.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. We are listening to testimony in the missing daughter and murdered mother trial for Jose Morales. The trial's playing out in Milford Superior Court near New Haven, Connecticut. The defendant is charged with murder for the beating death of his girlfriend, Christine Holloway. Her body was found at her home in December of 2019. The couple's then one-year-old daughter, Vanessa, has never been found, missing at the time, and they've never recovered her body. She's never been found. We're listening to this interview with the defendant, a little hard to hear, but basically they're going back and forth. They said, hey, have you seen your girlfriend? Have you seen your baby? What about your baby? And he's defiant, sitting there motionless. No, I don't know. I don't know. Let's go back, pick up more of this interview.
And then she grabbed those amount of stuff. And then she wanted to cry.
Did you know she wanted to cry?
I think she did. Yeah, I think she wanted to cry. I know since I know her, she has the same car. I think she wanted to cry.
So how did you get daggers?
They want to car.
What car is that?
Nissan.
Nissan what?
Sentra.
Is it registered to you?
Mm-hmm.
So you drove the actors?
And that's it. So how are you gonna help us find Vanessa? I mean, that's what you're here for, to help us find Vanessa. We wanna find the 1-year-old. And we try to find her too. You need your help, it's one of the reasons we brought you here.
Did you call the police when Steve came to your house and said Vanessa and
Steve Cohen police right there. He was right there.
So he's the uncle, all right?
He's the uncle. He's the one that killed Christina.
Are you 100% sure that Vanessa is your kid?
I didn't have no DNA test, but I was gonna say, yeah.
What was that?
I didn't have a DNA test, but I was gonna say, like, yeah.
I mean, because if someone came to my house and said, Vanessa's missing, and it's my 1-year-old daughter.
I'm worried. That's why I keep trying to call my kids.
It was there the whole ride here. You talked about everything but her. The whole ride here, you didn't talk about a 1-year-old daughter that's missing. I don't get that.
That's my daughter.
Yeah, we gotta find her. And the only reason you're here
It's to find her.
is to help us find her.
All right, so this.
So where is she?
I don't know.
So you have no idea. I feel like you don't want to give us any information. Your father has given us more information than you're willing. And you would know every single piece of information that your father would know.
She was Christine, that's all I know.
Christine's a big girl. I'm not worried about Christine. I'm worried about a 1-year-old that has no control over her life. Zero. That's what I want to find.
All right.
Not 40-year-old Christine or however old she is. I'm here to find your daughter.
Okay, that's fine.
Like I said, I find it absolutely bizarre that the whole ride here.
So what do you think, that I have my daughter here somewhere?
I don't know. I'm asking you for help to find her. I don't know. You have no idea where she could be, nor did you even really talk about it on the whole ride.
So let's talk about it then.
Do you have your daughter?
Do you know where your daughter is?
No, I don't know. My daughter is with Christine.
So where's Christine?
How do you know she's with Christine?
Because last time I saw her, she was with Christine. That's how I know.
And that was when?
Friday.
But how do you know she's still with Christine? It's Tuesday.
Where else can she be?
I don't know. That's all we're asking. If we knew that, we wouldn't be here.
All right, so let me go home. Let's go. I'm leaving.
That's what you want to do. We're here to find your kid. If you don't want us to find your kid,
I want you to find my kid.
then help us.
So, all right, take me home.
What, is she home and you're going to count her over with us?
No, I'm saying, when am I here? That's the answer. That's why I freaked out when I was in my house. We got all these people, all these police, like an army of people coming to our house. Did we went to Stephen's house like an army of people?
So Stephen came here.
He came here?
Yeah, we came here. We didn't ask to go to his house. And we're going to a different town. We're not New Haven people, so.
We can't go knocking on people's door by ourselves in New Haven saying, hey, we're the Ansonia police. You know,
All right, so I'm leaving. Am I have to run you to let me home?
Yeah, we're going to give you a ride home. Hold on, let me just, I gotta talk to my supervisor, so just give me 1 second.
Okay.
All right?
just trying to find your daughter. And it just didn't seem like you were all,
So I'm talking about what you guys is talking. I'm going with the conversation that I'm having.
Stuff doesn't
So what,
your friends
what you're gonna cry for my daughter, cry for Christine, cry. She's Christine and her, they're not that close to them.
Hey, you said you weren't close to Christine, you didn't care about her, but your daughter was extremely important, you said.
Well, yes, yeah, but my life is the kids that you met at my house. That's what I live.
Let's talk about them.
All right, let's talk about them.
All right, now we're seeing a little different defendant in the chair. At first he was just sat there motionless. Now he's waving his arms. Wendy Patrick, he's into that combative, what are you doing? Why you keep asking me kind of feel to it.
Combative is a great word, Ted, and you'll notice that he doesn't even allow the detective to finish half of his questions before he comes back. So the missing girlfriend and daughter makes him angry, irritable, antagonistic. I don't think anybody can relate to that when you have a missing loved one and a missing daughter. That would be the farthest from the normal reaction. Now, I started my career as a defense attorney, as you know. The defense can come back and argue, well, he's frustrated, he's under the microscope and being accused of killing the two people he loved the most. Anybody would respond angrily or defensive under those circumstances.
Well, then why not say that? Say, hey,
exactly, Ted.
I didn't do this. You got to go clear me. I'll take a lie detector test.
You have to understand the way I'm feeling. There's been lots of interviews that are just like that. Somebody doesn't, they don't want a plea deal. They give an interview right away, and they express how they feel about being accused or being questioned or whatever it is. And that gives the jury some context within which to interpret negative emotions. I guess we'll call it that. Everything. I like your word combative, though, because the combativeness is evident in not even wanting to hear the end of the question before beginning to respond. And you saw that his body language changed 180, standing up. He's expressive. He's waving his arms around. The question the jurors want to know is why?
Yeah, why? And he's not asking, what are you doing to find her? What are you doing to find my daughter? What
Right.
do you, can I help? Did you check this place or this? She used to love going to her aunt's. And none of that.
Here's a list
none
of grocery stores she went to. Here's
Right.
where she got her nails done. Here's the daycare. A whole laundry
So jurors
list.
are thinking,
Right?
I
Yeah.
would be acting a lot different. Let's get a break. When we come back, head back to Connecticut. More Jose Morales. We're waiting on Lori Vallow Daybell. She'll be back in court representing herself in a few hours. And Karen Reed, they're picking a jury up in Massachusetts. We'll have an update from our Matt Johnson, who's in the courtroom as well, a bit later. Stay with us. Busy morning as we kick off another week at Court TV. Welcome back to Court TV Live. We are watching a case out of the state of Connecticut. It's the missing daughter murdered mother trial. The defendant here is Jose Morales, is accused of murdering his girlfriend, Christine Holloway. Her body was found in her home back in December of 2019. Jose and Christine shared a 1-year-old daughter who has been missing since her mother's death. Let's go back into the courtroom now. We're listening to the defendant getting a little bit combative with police during an initial interview.
What happens if we never find the next one?
What you mean, what happened if you never find the next one?
Because I don't know where they are. I'm saying, if I knew where they are, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. You wouldn't be having a conversation. We wouldn't have
Steven is not here and everybody else is not here.
Because they already were here. We already had this conversation.
All right. And what
We're not thinking I did.
What did he say? What did Steven say?
You must know where they are.
Where is Christine and Vanessa and them?
I don't know where Christine and Vanessa are, because if we knew.
He asked me too, where is she? I asked him, where is she? I don't know.
Okay.
How am I
And we asked
supposed
him, and he said he didn't know.
How am I supposed to be the missing link right here over here? And I'm not going home. You understand? I'm just trying to be as much information as possible, that's it.
Yeah, sure, and we're trying to find a 1-year-old kid, and some of this information is not adding up. Doesn't make sense.
All right, so take me home.
Okay, do you want to know why you're here?
Yeah, I want to know why you're here.
All right, well, son, I'll tell you.
Can you tell me in the window out?
We'll talk more on the way home, but we're waiting for him anyway, so I can't leave without my boss.
That's your boss, he's younger than you.
So?
Is he younger than you? You're supposed to be your boss.
Why, because I'm old?
Yeah. Because you got more experience, more years, and
Doesn't mean anything.
okay. So he's the boss.
He's the boss.
Where goes he's the boss? Age.
Oh, that's in the family. This is not a family.
Okay.
Do you realize, by the way, I'm talking about
What are you saying? What is it talk to?
his boss? Who's older than him?
He's older than him.
Yeah. So you guys believe?
My kids is worried, my mom is worried, everybody's worried for me now.
You should be.
All right?
Well, we told your dad, you'll be coming home. You're coming home. I just got away from the boss and you leave. I can't do anything by myself.
Okay. What else? give it, how did you ever review it?
Because I'm there to the chief is out of it.
How long you been doing this? You're the detective?
25 years.
You're the detective? How come you got that boss?
I don't want to be the boss, I like being a detective. If I wanted to be a boss, I'd be a boss.
So you could have been the boss if you wanted to. And then boss make more money?
Yeah. So it was about money.
Okay, gotcha.
About doing what you like to do. You realize that somebody saw you leaving Christine's house today? Huh? You realize that somebody saw you leaving Christine's house today?
How was that?
It's not important who. Jose, want to find the kid?
Today?
Well, not Tuesday, Monday. Listen, we want to find your daughter. Okay, Chris, find her. I'm not ready to find her. We're at the house Monday evening. Where's your daughter?
Or where we going?
Yes.
Down in the.
Bingo, you're gonna bring us to. I told him, the reason he's here is because somebody saw him leave the house Monday.
Hold on a second, hold on. You were going, oh, is he bringing us somewhere?
I don't know, where do you want to bring us?
No, you guys taking me home?
Yeah, we're taking you home, but we're taking your clothes first.
Why? You guys should we take it?
No, but we're gonna give you a tie-back suit to wear home.
We're gonna get what?
A tie-back suit to wear home.
The tie back?
A tie-back suit.
What is that?
Oh, it's already decided when he brings it in here.
A tie back?
Tie-back.
It's material. There's nothing you're gonna wear around in public, but you're gonna wear at home, so you have clothes. So you have something to wear, you get home, changing into pajamas or changing.
What the hell is that mean? A tie back shirt?
This is heavy material.
So you're gonna strip me of my clothes? Why?
You were at the house today. Monday.
A tie back suit?
But then, you can call it whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter, but suppose you stand here and you're getting this little outfit to wear at home. You can change when you get home.
Is it an outfit?
Yeah.
Let me see it.
There you go.
What is that?
Shoot, a week off here. Oh,
They're wearing clothes and that.
hey, Brian. Brian.
I thought you said you guys were saying that everything.
There's no hurry. There's no pain involved.
So why am I gonna, I'm not gonna put that on?
What you want to go all day, I don't care.
Are you gonna force me to put that on? Why am I gonna put it, this is retirement. Why am I gonna put that there?
Listen, you know why we want your clothes. You know it.
This clothes?
Yeah. Where's the other clothes that we want?
I don't know. Oh, you want this clothes? All right, take it. You're gonna take me home?
You're going home. Yes. You're going home. We are taking your clothes and then we're taking the car and we're driving you back all the way home.
So how, and am I? All right.
All right, wait 1 second. We're getting some bags and some stuff.
Oh. This is crazy.
So you understood what I told you, right? That somebody saw you leaving the house today, Monday? Yes, you understand that?
Why don't you drive me home and I put this clothes, that clothes over there?
Because I'd rather do it here so we don't have to worry about doing it when we're at your house.
So I'm free, how am I working in the snow or freezing?
No, when you walk outside with your shoes on, then once you get to the car, we'll take them off.
And you got girls over there?
Here you go, Steve. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Hello.
Fine?
How are you?
Okay. What is it?
Okay, we don't want to see Jose naked. He's about to take his clothes off, put them in that bag, put the suit on, and then he's going to go home-ish until they find some stun guns and they arrest him. Wendy Patrick is still with us. Boy, they're really playing this guy and just watching every reaction that he has.
You know what's interesting is watching that little insert which shows the camera that's depicting him from the front, because that's a really great way to see some of his expressions. He's becoming interested in the evidence, Ted. That's what we've seen over the course of the last couple of minutes that it actually took for him to ask the same question repeatedly about what do you need the clothes for. So finally he's going to do it, as you see here. But the becoming interested in the evidence also means he wants to know what they already know. And that was started, we started down that road very nicely when the detective said, hey, we have somebody that saw you at the house.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you'll notice that the repetitive questioning, the look of confusion, if you look in that little box, you see an expression that's almost priceless in the sense that there's so much thinking involved about, if you know as much as you say you do, is that going to change the way I respond, both in terms of cooperation and in terms of content? What am I going to tell him?
Right. Oh, yeah, his head is spinning.